welcome back to the show. Kevin stepped away. I think he's going to get one of those giant boxes where you place a lady inside and you cut the box, but not the lady. You know the trick.
And what lady would you be thinking?
I think she should volunteer. No, she could do it. No, but I think what she would do...
Oh, I would like that.
No, you know what she'd do? She'd put him inside, and she'd cut him in half, and she'd actually cut him in half. You know how many half people we have upstairs because of her practicing magic? No, I jest. Anyways, it's mail time, so let's do some mail, right? You send us mail, and if we don't read this mail, they will send us more mail saying, why did you not read my mail? And it's this, like,
vicious
snowball.
cycle.
It is. All right, what do you got for me, Mr. Livingston?
Keon Ali.
You know, I'm glad you pronounced that name because I cannot. So I will say Keon. Good morning, Creature Features. My name is Keon from Virginia. I'm writing to tell you about a dream I had last night after watching your show and falling asleep to an old radio drama called Dimension X, which I highly recommend. I was staying at your mansion, which was kind of like a summer camp for adults. Long story short, you were all very hospitable, thanks. The highlights were we saw a few UFOs, which looked like digitized blobs, and I heard Tangela speak, which I'm sure folks will be jealous of. Anyway, keep up the good work and thank you for the hospitality. Well, thank you for the nice note, Keon. Good dream. You know, when I have dreams about the mansion, it's always about him running around yelling at people and her kicking people in the shins. That's about the only dream I have about this place. Well, I'm glad you had a good one, and we'll check out that Dimension X thing that you mentioned. Next up, sir.
It's one from Lynn Collins.
Lynn Collins. That sounds like a famous actress of some type.
Doesn't she, though?
All right, she goes. Dear Vincent, Mr. Livingston, and Tangela. How are you, Tangela? You haven't been talking much today. Yeah, sometimes she even gives me the silent treatment, which is odd, because typically she's always got a handout saying, more money, please. See, and she makes that face as well. She looks like a small orphan in a Dickens novel, does she not?
No.
All right, maybe not. I'm writing to you from Athens, Tennessee. Love your show and really love that it comes on at midnight here on the East Coast. I suppose it does it not?
3-hour time difference.
Right. We don't plan it that way. We want to show it earlier, but everyone in California says, oh, it's too early. I'm still eating dinner. I don't want to watch Creature Features doing dinner. So you poor souls on the East Coast have to stay up till midnight the next day. You know what's wrong with that?
What?
We're supposed to be a Saturday night show, and if they're watching us at midnight, we become the Sunday morning show. We're what you watch before church show comes on, or the farm report. Think about that.
I'll try not to.
No, we need to change our program to appear at 8:45 Pacific, and that way people on the East Coast will tune in before midnight and still watch us on Saturday. Don't make that confused look. I'm using logic and reason, I think. I was hoping that maybe on a future episode of Creature Features, you could take us on a tour of Polter Manor. Respectfully requesting, Lynn Collins. You know, we do want to do that soon. But, you know, most of the time the house is such a mess because of this one that, you know, I'm somewhat embarrassed to show it. And he would be mortified if I drag cameras out of the parlor. But we will one day, right?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for writing, Lynn. Last letter, Mr. Livingston.
Brenda Bradley from Roanoke, Virginia.
He saves the best for last every time, does he not? No response. All right, I know this is a bad one. Dear Creature Features, your show smells like an oyster's bad breath. You do screen these somewhat, don't you? A bit?
Somewhat.
The butler looks like a St. Bernard. He does sort of have that, should have a cask under his neck type look, does he not? The girl looks like a nice little lady who is always irregular.
Not sure how to take that.
No comment on that. And you, sir, look like a game show host that was ordered from Wish. You're right, you know. About the St. Bernard thing. That is all. Brenda Bradley, Roanoke, Virginia. All right, well, thanks for writing, Brenda. And send us a picture next time, and then we can do you. That it?
That's it.
That is it for letters. If you'd like to send us a letter of your own, visit Hello Creature Features. It's a website that's connected to our main site that tells you how to send us a letter because, it's complicated. There's rules. There's things one must acknowledge, right?
Indeed.
Like, don't send us your unwanted cousins or things like that. We do not accept those. And what are some of the other rules?
No live animals.
No live animals. And do not send manure. We no longer accept manure, although we did at one time. So, anyways, check it out. And we will be back soon with Kevin the Cap. But first, let's get back to Terror Out of the Sky. Bzz.
Hi, Vincent and Tangela. This is Brittany from Wichita, Kansas, and I love your channel. It is my favorite. I love everything spooky and Halloween. I love the retro horror films. But I just want to tell you guys are the best, all of you. Love you guys.